Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset. Life is what you put into it. Get the most you can. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast. Thank you so much. This is season number 4, episode number 3. And I began this podcast back in 2019. It's been an amazing journey, and Lord willing, the journey will continue. I can do, and so can you. I hope that you have been motivated, encouraged, and strengthened by this podcast. Wherever you may be, we have people listening, episodes that are being played and heard throughout the world, and I certainly appreciate your support with this podcast. With that said, I am going to share a quick update with you. Lord willing, I'm going to be taking a break, producing new episodes of the I Can Do podcast, and I'm going to be taking a break beginning now and through the end of August. Lord willing, new episodes will be available beginning Monday, September 6th. And I hope that you will continue to follow this podcast. And I'm taking a break primarily to rest, to recover, to renew. Thank the Lord, I feel really good. I want to continue to feel this way. I am learning more about myself. I understand that I love to create. I love to produce, and yet to continue to do that with this podcast, my Christian podcast, the Today and Tomorrow podcast, weekly sermons and Bible classes, other things that I'm doing, that it is good to be able to take some time to just kind of step back and to recover. So I'm trying to put guardrails up, and I think that's very important, that it's okay to work and to work hard. We need to make sure that we are striving for excellence. We also need to make sure that we are taking time to rest. Rest is something that is very underrated. You know, there's a new podcast I'm actually listening to. It's called the Essentialism Podcast with Greg McKeown, and I really recommend that podcast. It really looks at successful people, and I know that term can be defined in so many different ways. But people who are successful, and, you know, when you become successful, when you are accomplishing the things you really want to accomplish, it can be challenging to take some downtime, to take some time to renew, to refresh. But Stephen Covey in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, one of the big habits is to sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw. And that's the idea that, you know, things can become dull. And if you're working with a saw that has not been sharpened for a long time, then you can still get work done. It won't be as effective, as precise or concise and efficient. Well, if we understand that with a saw, then we should understand that with our bodies, with our minds, with creativity. And so it's good to take some time to step away, to unplug, and to really consider, you know, what's next in the future, and just kind of getting some space. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I would encourage you to do the same, whether it's taking all of your vacation time, whether it's turning your phone off 1 hour a day or on the weekends. One of the things my family that we're doing now is really devoting evening time to no electronics to the best of our abilities, more reading, more talking, and really getting prepared to go to bed. And so there are little things that we can do. You don't have to run away to an island or to a beach to recover and to renew. Maybe you need to hit the pause button on some things from time to time. So that's what I'm going to do with this podcast. Lord willing, I'll be back beginning Monday, September 6th. If you're looking for episodes, please check out this entire podcast. Check out my website, benjaminlee.blog. benjaminlee.blog, where you can find a number of resources. I've actually added a Bible resources tab that have all of my sermons for the past 12 years, free workbooks, answers to popular Bible questions, and more. And I will be adding more content to that website, along with blogs, and Lord willing, in the future, more podcast episodes. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate this. There are hundreds of thousands of podcasts. The fact that you take the time to listen to this one, that really means a lot to me. So take care. Be sure to get your rest, to recover, and to renew. And remember, I can do, and so can you. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you are in the need or are looking for more motivation in your life, feel free to check out my website, benjaminlee.blog, where you can find hundreds of encouraging, motivational blog posts on a variety of subjects. You can find all of my books, which can also be found on Amazon.com, and other podcast interviews with a variety of people. I hope this helps. Please leave me a rating and a review. I can do, and so can you. Take care, and God bless.